Hello, Debbie here from Debbie's Little Darlings, and today I'm doing Theme Thursday, which is bugs or anything beginning with B. So I'll show you what I've got for him to wear. Oh, this is Charlie, and he's the Sage Asleep by Bountiful Baby. And he's a partial silicone. Oh, he's lovely squishy. He's my squish. Right, so I've got in this t-shirt. It's got I think that's supposed to be a bumblebee, a ladybird, and it looks like a dung beetle to me. But I don't know what that's supposed to be. And why the frog's in there. Is he going to eat them all? I do not know. And this is white with the four, like the bumblebee's yellow with thin black lines, frog's green with black for the legs and everything, a blue ladybird. It's got little circles, not black spots, two little antennae, and this is a darker blue. Looks like a beetle of some kind, and it's got a funny shaped face, short blue sleeves. It's from Mayoral, 0 to 1 month, and with that he's going to be wearing little stripy shorts and some nice white socks. But they're the thicker kind, so you don't need shoes or anything, booties or whatever. So let's get on with it. Take these grey ones off. I do like them. I wish I'd got a better colour, but because I bought it for the boy, I went for grey. So today's weather is muggy. It's not particularly hot, but it's just there doesn't seem to be any air. It's muggy as hell. When we were kids, does anyone remember the monkey peas? You know, you touched them and they would roll in a ball. We used to collect them. There was loads of them when we were kids. We used to collect them, we all had one each, and we used to do races, and because they rolled in a ball, we used to play marbles with them. That's actually quite nasty. It's like torture, isn't it? There's some things that I'd done when I was a kid and I thought, why do kids feel it necessary to do these kinds of things? Come on, out you come. That's it. Oh, look. See? Now I'm breaking my baby's finger. Yeah. What else do... Oh, and we used to collect caterpillars in a jar. Now you barely see caterpillars. You barely see them. You actually barely see... any of the bugs that we used to play with when we were kids, or collect, or because like we used to collect tadpoles as well and put them in a jar and watch them change from a tadpole to a frog and then release them up the river. But it was interesting, you know. But now you don't see many. It's like butterflies. We used to see loads and loads of butterflies, and they were gorgeous. But now, if I see a butterfly, I'm really excited because I've seen one. That's how it goes these days. I think it's this to do with all this, you know, we've abused our world a bit. Maybe it is because all the kids used to collect them. I never collected spiders, and I hated them, and I still do. Even though my sister, she's a nutcase. She loves spiders. She loves them. In fact, her grandchildren call her Spider Nan. You know, when you've got to differentiate between the Nans, they used to call her Spider Nan because she had a bird-eating spider which was poisonous. And I said, "Why, Ange? Why do you want one of them? It could kill you." I said, "And how do you clean it out?" She had gloves that come up to her, because what they do is if they're threatened or feel threatened, they spit off their hairs at you, and it's none too pleasant. I said, "Why would you want something like that?" Anyway, she had a tarantula. What did she call it? Oh, I can't remember what she called it. But I'm scared of spiders. But I said, "Can I try and hold it?" She was a bit frightened because obviously spiders, their skeletons on the outside, so you can really do some damage if you dropped them. So she was a bit apprehensive because she knows what I'm like about spiders. And she put it on, oh, her name nearly come to me then. She put it on my hand and my hand was going. All my nerve rash come up, my asthma kicked in, and I was going like this. She's going, "Don't drop her, don't drop her." And Kirsty, it was Kirsty. And I thought, oh my God, I said, "Get it off now, Ange." And they reckon if you do that, it cures you of being frightened of spiders. No, it did not. Did not. Definitely did not. I hate them. I'm a bit wicked actually, because if they are in my, oh look, that looks like a bucket with his little leg. He looks like he's got boots on. Yeah, so I make sure I kill them. I'm awful. But I don't want them coming back in my house, because I think if you let them go in the garden, they come back in. So, of course, didn't like that, did I? Oh, look at him. Amazes me how I don't think I ever do this to him. He's got rooted eyebrows. Yeah, so I'm not really a bug person, but when we were kids, we found a slow worm. We took it home. We loved it, bloody loved it. It was a lovely little thing. And my cousin come round one day and we put it on her shoulder. Oh my God, she nearly had a heart attack. Mum, we really got told off. Really got told off. She really did nearly have a heart attack. So, and then, because we had a coal fire then, most people did. And we kept finding it in the ashes to keep him warm, and we were so frightened it was gonna kill itself by going in there. So we let it go. I can't remember if we took it to where we found it or if we just let it go in the garden. Can't remember. And when I was real small, when I'm talking, Christ, it's probably one of my first memories, so I was probably about 2 or 3. There was this big mound of dirt at the bottom of our garden, and there was a break in it where we'd been digging and filling up our buckets and that, and every day this worm used to come to this opening and go straight across it and round, and we used to count how long it took this worm to get through, and it was really quite big, really quite big. We were there ages counting it. And there's little Charlie. This beautiful little fella. He looks so cool in these. Look at them boots, how loose they are. Look. I think they look quite nice. Anyway, I'm changing Eleanor today as well, so I'll go and get Eleanor and see you in a minute. Back again. I'll tell you, one of my mum's sisters, my auntie, she lived in London, so if she come back down here to see her, let me show you what she's wearing. I haven't got Bugs for her, but I've got Bambi. I love this. The first time I got it home, I loved it, and I think Lilith wore it for ages because I didn't want to take it off. But it's lovely. It's a cream sleeper with Bambi on, and written Bambi. It's got full feet, and then this is a peach colour. Oh, it has got butterfly on it. Oh, it has, so it does both. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's got a few butterflies on it. And then this is actually fixed to it, and then you turn it out and this is open, and it's got the little butt bit as well. I loved it. This is from Primark, and it's newborn, so that's what she's wearing. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so she used to come down from London and stay at our house. Oh dear, why? There's no sense to what kids do, and there's no sense to what we did that day. We collected, because we used to catch the old grasshoppers, and we threw them in the bedroom, our bedroom, to frighten one of the other kids. I don't know who, and I can't remember who took part, but I was there, and I think it might have been David and my cousin David, and maybe Angela, my sister. So we were collecting these grasshoppers and throwing them in the window. Then when it come to going to bed, I knew all them grasshoppers were in there, so why I did it I do not know. I suppose it's peer pressure when you're a kid, isn't it? And I wouldn't go to bed, and Mum said, why? I said, because there's loads of grasshoppers in there. I got told off for that as well. Oh dear. Seemed a good idea at the time though. But how stupid, what a stupid thing to do. Oh, I didn't tell you who this is, although even the newbies must know who this is. This is Eleanor, and she's the Levi sculpt by Bonnie Brown, and she's the oldest baby in my collection. So she's just so beautiful. I can't work out her hair if it wants to be curly or straight, because some of it's curly, some of it's straight, and it's like I'm toying with the idea of sending her back to Luisa and getting her to reroute her. I'm not sure. Yeah, so we did some horrible things. But in our day, we used to get a Wonder Bus ticket. It was 50p, right? You could go anywhere in this area, you know. So we used to go to Dover, Minster, anywhere. We used to go everywhere, and we used to go stock car racing, watch that in Minster, and this one day we went to Dover. Well, my dad was a coach driver, and he'd pulled in a lay-by, don't know what for, and our bus come along, and we're standing on the bus waving to him, and you could see him say that's my kids. He was so shocked to see us that far away. But see, we used to hang out, there was like us, I mean, there was me, Angela and Teresa, at the time. The others were small. So it would be us three plus our friends. So we used to go in a, so, and you didn't have any of this malarkey that you get now, you know, people pinching kids and that. Well, you probably did, but nobody knew about it. So we used to, look at that part, we used to go everywhere, and we never went home until someone said to me the street light was their clock, and that pretty much is what it is, because as soon as it started getting dark, you knew it was time to go home. So we used to be out all day, getting up to God knows what. No, we just used to travel around. 50p. I mean, back then, yeah, 50p was quite a bit of money, but it was still reachable for kids to get out their pocket money, you know. I mean, we didn't do it every day, obviously, because that would have been a lot of money. Oh, because I'm going back to like 70s, in the 70s. I haven't got a hairband. I'll put this one back on. I've got a peach one. I won't be a minute. There, that's better, isn't it? I'm sure my dog's trying to kill me off. He sits in the most awkward of places and he will not move, and I nearly trip over him all the time. Or I'll go to step over him and he moves. So he's right where I'm going to step. Oh, that looks pretty. Look at her. How gorgeous is she? Her hair at the back. Beautiful little girl. The thing about the Levi pretzels, either way, oh no, that's the best way. So cute. You're so cute, Eleanor. So cute. See? No, it was that way. Yeah. And there she is. Wow, didn't take long. Hope you enjoyed the chat. And to all my subscribers, thank you. A big thank you. To all my new subscribers, thank you and welcome. If you never want to miss a video again, smash the notification bell. Comment if you've got any comments, anything you want to ask me. I'll always acknowledge the fact you sent a comment. And finally, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, I would appreciate it. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye.